Good evening, y'all, and welcome back to Apron Strings. First of all, I want to tell you thank you to all the new subscribers that came over from the Needy Homesteader. I appreciate Heather so much giving me a shout out. And oh my goodness, now I've topped 5,000 subscribers and I feel so excited and thankful. I hope y'all will look around the channel and find some recipes that you haven't seen before, or just enjoy watching some that you've already made. And come back real often. I try to upload videos 3 days a week. I try to do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, but we've had a little bit of life issues in the family with illness, and sometimes I'm a day off, but don't run off. I'll be back. If you'll hit that little bell, they'll let you know when I put a video up. Today we're going to do one that's just pretty quick and easy, but it's yummy and it warms up really good. Wrap them in foil, put them in the oven and heat them, or put them in your toaster oven. And we're going to make some little cheddar cheese muffins. And it doesn't take a lot of ingredients. You'll see what we're going to do in a minute. But y'all come on over here and watch what I'm doing, and we'll get them in the oven. This is really quick and easy. You need 2 cups, 2 and 2. 2 cups of self-rising flour. And into that we're going to add 2 cups of milk. I've sprayed my muffin tin with kitchen spray so they won't stick, because I don't like that bottom to stick, because the crunchy part's what I like. So I'm going to add 2 cups of milk, and I'll move that cheese where y'all can see. Maybe I'll put the milk over there on the stove. That's real good. Okay, I'm going to add my other cup of milk and get this mixed up. And I'm using my Swedish dough hook for this. And it's like doing it with a mixer, because the dough goes in between the prongs or the circles or the loops on this thing. And it doesn't glob up in there like it does with a whisk. I've told y'all that 100 times, but I love this. Gonna make a thick dough, but most muffin dough is pretty thick. You can add bacon bits to this if you wanted to and have it really savory for breakfast. But I'm just gonna make cheese muffins, and this is soup weather. We got cool weather here. So I'm going to make just cheese muffins that we can warm up and eat with soup. Now I need 2 cups of this shredded cheese. Big old bags from Costco. That's the working smarter, not harder. You don't have to do it. I know it's got that filler in it that is good, but it sure makes it easy. Sometimes easy's not wrong. Every now and then. Cheese over here. Okay. Let me stir the cheese in. Y'all, I'm so excited to get to 5,000 subscribers. Now what y'all need to do is, every one of you get one of your friends to join, and then I'll have 10,000. That would be a pretty cool deal. That isn't asking for much. I'm cooking lots of good food for y'all. And I always have sweet tea. Just bless. That's all there is to it. Very thankful to Heather. She is a gem. She's always the same, never puts on any airs, just constant. I like that. Every now and then she's just like the everyday housewife, cooking just like it is. She's not always trying to impress everybody with how she looks. And she always looks fine. You know what I'm saying? She's real. And I like that. I've been following her a long time, but it was a nice surprise when she told y'all about apron strings. Okay, I could use a scooper, but I'm just going to use my finger, but I'm going to get a little bit of this Pam on it. or maybe it won't stick to it. This might make 12 muffins. I don't remember. So I'll just scoop us out, and if I need to do the other pan, I will. Don't y'all like my Crow Canyon enamelware? I love it. I want some more of it. I think it's pretty, and of course that's because it's red. I've got some blue that I've had for years, but I got me a little few pieces of red. Yeah, I'm going to have to do another muffin tin. Self-rising flour makes it very easy, but if you don't have it, there is a formula for what you add to regular flour, and I'll try to find my little note card and tell y'all before this is all said and done. I think I need to dip a little bit out of a couple of those, and I'm going to go ahead and get one pan of them because I'm cooking in the June oven. And I'm not sure, but I don't think 2 pans will fit in there at one time. I've had several inquiries about my water machine and about my June oven. Now, y'all can comment below if you would like for me to dedicate a video, 2 different videos to those, and let you see exactly what they're all about. I don't want to do something that the majority don't want to see, but if y'all are interested in my water machine that makes alkaline water and that I clean my fruit and vegetables with some of it, just comment below and I'll do a video and show you the machine and talk to you about it. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and get these in. I'm going to finish filling these, and I'm going to get this other batch over there into the oven for 20 minutes. Then I'll be back and show y'all what they look like. Put me some butter on one taste of it. I thought I would show y'all the lemons that we picked off of our lemon tree. Look how big that is. I didn't even know there was lemons. I hadn't been out there to check it, and I was coming up the driveway one day, and there's another big bowl there too. Look how big these bowls are. That's an 18-quart bowl. No, 16.9-quart bowl. And this is the biggest. That's a bowl from Tupperware. So, I mean, I got lots of lemons here. But I was coming up the lane, and the driveway, and I looked over there, and there was yellow all over that tree, and I thought, well, what in the world? And I thought my leaves were turning yellow on my tree, so I drove around there, and it was just hanging with all these lemons. So we were supposed to get weather like 27 degrees last night or the night before, and so Troy picked them because we didn't want them to ruin. So now I've got to either juice them and freeze the juice, or can some juice, or do something with these lemons. So if y'all have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments below. I still have some Meyer lemons in my freezer from a friend that let me have some last year, and I save them because I like them in my tea. But I don't have room to even slice these and put them up, and I really hate to dehydrate Meyer lemons because they're just, to me, a rare commodity. But I may end up, I've told y'all I'd rather dehydrate my citrus for my tea than to freeze dry it. So I'm sure I will slice some of them and put on the dehydrator just to have for water and tea. But I want to do something where I can use them to make lemonade or cook with them. If you got any good lemon recipes, let me know in the comments below, and I'll sure give you credit when I use it. Okay, we'll wait for our muffins to get done and slather them real good with some butter. Now this last pan, I sprinkled me some garlic on the top. So I'll have some garlic muffins. Years ago, when I first ever went to Olive Garden, my friend invited me to meet her for lunch. I had never been. And they had soup, salad, and breadsticks. And it was $3.95, boy, way back in the day. Probably in the 80s. But those breadsticks, oh my word, they had so much garlic and butter on the top. They don't make them like that anymore. They look the same, but they don't taste the same. But anyhow, I've always liked garlic on my bread like that, so I thought I'd sprinkle a little bit on these cheese muffins and see how it jazzes them up. I'll let y'all know if they're good or not. I just got the first pan out of the oven. Y'all, these are Look, they're so big and pretty, and they're cheesy on the inside. I've got butter on that one, and I like to use Kerrygold butter on my biscuits and cornbread. Can't afford to cook with it, but for something like that, I can. And I'm fixing to put this camera back on the tripod where I can taste of that one that I got buttered. Took about 25 minutes for the top to start to brown. And of course the bottom is pretty good and brown, so I didn't want the cheese to burn, so I was trying to be careful, but 25 minutes is a better time than 20, and that's what the recipe card will say. Now the recipe makes 12 muffins, but it's obvious if you want to make 6, use 1 cup of self-rising flour, 1 cup of milk, and 1 cup of grated cheese. And that way you won't have so much left over if you don't want leftovers. Now I know that some of y'all say, duh, I knew that. But you know what? New cooks might be a little bit nervous about halving a recipe. Can you do it? Will it mess it up? No, you can do it. Especially easy when it's got equal numbers like that. So see, we've got those 4 ingredient meals beat. We've got a 3 ingredient one. Just giving y'all another little tip. Also, I wanted to tell y'all how to make self-rising flour. If you don't have any self-rising and your recipe calls for it, you take a cup of all-purpose flour and you add in 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, and you want fresh baking powder, and about a fourth to a half of a teaspoon of salt. Now, if your recipe calls for salt, put a fourth of a teaspoon in there. If it doesn't call for salt, you can bump it up to a half. And then you're going to need a fourth of a teaspoon of baking soda if your recipe calls for yogurt, buttermilk, or cocoa. They need a little extra rising power. But if it doesn't call for any of those 3, then you don't need to put the soda in it. Most of the recipes I've seen just call for your all-purpose flour with baking powder and salt in it. But this one, I did go and look it up on the internet to make sure. You know, everything on the internet's true. So this has got to be true. I couldn't find my original notes where I had written down how to do it. So just all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, and a little bit of soda, and you've got self-rising flour. Alright, let me see what this tastes like. I know it's going to be good. I want down there where all that butter's at. That would be yummy with some potato soup. They're good. That is very, very good. So, 3 ingredients: flour, milk, and cheese. Pound your pan real good and bake them 25 minutes, and you've got a killer bread to serve with whatever. That's good. Even though it's got the cheese in it, I would like some of my Christmas jam on it, or the cranberry jam with jalapenos in it, or the peach salsa with the hatch peppers in it. I got all kinds of goodness that I can put on these muffins and bump the calories up a little bit, but bump the flavor up too. Y'all need to try this and let me know what you think about it. That's one of the best muffin recipes there is. Quick and easy. It's almost as good as those biscuits I made the other day. Almost. But this is, and I like it because, you know, you got your individual little muffins. All you got to do to reheat them, to make them taste like they just came out of the oven, is wrap them in some tin foil and put them in the oven until they're warm, and they'll taste just as fresh and good. Don't do them in the microwave. It makes them rubbery and tough. That microwave's only good for a few things, and it messes up a lot of things. So don't reheat your muffins and rolls and stuff in the microwave. Well, I think I need to close this video out where I can go in there and look on my YouTube channel and see how many more subscribers I've got, because I'm very excited about it. And don't y'all forget to go check out JJ's Shopworks to get your cheese boards, your cutting boards. He even makes sets of dominoes, y'all. All kinds of stuff. Go to his Facebook page, JJ's Shopworks. And if you don't have Facebook and you want to check him out, email me. I can give you his email address where you can correspond with him and see if he makes what you're wanting to get somebody for Christmas, or get yourself something. You're worth it. I like to help local people out, just like Heather helped me out telling y'all about the channel. God bless y'all. Take care of yourself. Make this Christmas season the best one ever. It doesn't matter what turmoil is going on around us. The reason we have the Christmas season is Jesus. And He's here and He's never changed. He's not troubled by all this stuff that's going on. He didn't stay up all night last night worrying about it. He don't care about the election. He don't care about the coronavirus. He is in charge. Always has been and always will be. So you know what? Put all that on the back burner of your mind and just concentrate on making memories and enjoying the season. We don't know what the future holds, but we have the present, and let's make the most of it. Enjoy this season and just be reminded Jesus is the reason for the season. It's not the elf on the shelf, although that's fun. It's not Santa Claus, although he brings good stuff. It's Jesus. He brings salvation. So let's give Him credit for the season dedicated to Him. I hate it when I go in and they say Happy Holidays. I'm not politically correct when it comes to stuff to do with the good Lord. I'm going to say Merry Christmas and not Xmas. I'm not taking Christ out of Christmas. We're going to have a Merry Christmas month at our house. Okay, I'll hop down off my soapbox, but y'all think about what I've said. And I'll see you in a day or two. And I'm trying to think about what I'm going to have for a drawing for reaching 5,000 subscribers. So be sure and check back on the videos, because what I'll do, I'll tell you what I'm going to give away, and then you have to comment down there, and then I got to find out how to go get the thing that will pick a winner for me. But I can do that, and it'll be something good. So be probably one day next week, but I'll let y'all know in a video, and then we'll have a few days to let people go and comment, and then we'll draw, and y'all will get a prize in the mail. I like prizes in the mail. I'll see y'all in a day or two.